What's going on, ladies, gentlemen, and everything in between? Welcome back to our Wilds weapon, advanced weapon overview to kind of help clarify some certain, to clarify some understandings and hopes and desires, hopefully, and kind of get people's real thoughts and kind of clarify everything on weapons for you. This is part, I believe, 8 or 9, and this is going to be the Switchaxe, so this is going to be a very fun one. Let's get into it. Not wasting time this time, guys. Let's get it. All right, so the Switchaxe is a weapon where you can go into in axe mode. In axe mode or a sword mode. When you're in axe mode, it gives you longer reach, and also it can do some elemental file or just some file damage as well. Whenever you're in sword mode, it gets less reach, quicker attacks though, but you can also do like a little bit of a, I believe it's called an elemental disruption or something along that line. Unfortunately, you can't guard with this, and it is a very combo based set, so you're gonna have to kind of test and figure out exactly what you like and or what's good with. It looks like you can also do some deflecting with it, which it looks like you can, you saw it down there below a second ago, but it looked like you could do that with the axe and also potentially the sword, but it's called an elemental discharge, which you can do with a sword, which you can see right there that he just did. It does some serious damage, but it also takes a minute to build up. So power prolonger in particular could be really good for this weapon because it allows you to hold on to your elemental damage at least for a longer period of time, which is fantastic. This is a weapon I have zero knowledge of, except for the little bit I've tried to help one of my buddies with, and we're just going to get out there, we're going to try to figure this out and get a little bit of an idea on how everything feels with it. All right, let's go get us hunted a little hornet toad. Yeah, come on. He's gonna be around here somewhere. Oh, they're fighting. I don't have much time with that one. Whatever, we'll still go. We like a little challenge.
Commencing quest by order of the guild. They've issued us supplies. Now let's put them to use.
But for the Switchaxe, it's definitely situational on what you're going to rely with a lot more on. You can either rely with the sword a lot more and get those attacks off quicker, or
that looks like a good place to set up camp.
Oh, there he is. Come here, buddy. And he's just running. Oh, game, I only pressed it once. Come on. But it's definitely something that's going to be very situational. Power prolonger is going to be very nice with it, like I said, because you have to build up those. And then you can just do that for the elemental discharge, but it doesn't. And then you can build it up by holding Y and do like a full-on elemental damage attack, which does a lot of damage. So let's see if we can figure this out real quick. Offset, rising slash. Come on, buddy. I need you to do one more attack from where I like that. So that offset attack is actually really nice with the axe mode, but doesn't look like we can seem to do anything really like that with the sword unless it's... Oh, hello. Okay. It's definitely gonna take some getting used to. And he's running. For a fair reason. Oh god. There's so many. Leave him alone. Jesus. Those large dung pods are nice. I just wouldn't leave my guy alone. God damn it. Leave my guy alone, please. Alright, so we're gonna see if we can figure this out. Jesus, guys. Get y'all away. Okay, elemental discharge, overhead slash. Okay, we can figure this out. Come on, sacred. Don't swap weapons. You're gonna swap weapons. Okay. That's something I hope they kind of fix in the future, because it's getting obnoxious at this point. Okay, so whenever you land on them, make sure you actually get those off, because if not, you might not get the... I could have sworn I landed that, but okay. Yeah, come on now. Jesus. Okay, yeah, so sword mode definitely has a lot of combos and it's very explosive. I'm assuming it's where the elemental damage of its combo comes into effect. Switchaxe definitely has a very high skill ceiling from what I'm able to tell so far, especially in this game where you can combo into a lot from what it looks like, but by the way, just to let you know, those guys are poisonous, so leave them alone. Oh, come on. Okay, Switchaxe definitely can do a lot more than what we were doing. Part of me kind of wants to do another hunt, but I'm limiting to one hunt each to kind of figure out exactly what is good. But we're still going to do a little bit of the combos to try to figure it out here after this fight, hopefully. So it's an axe mode here. So we got the overhead slash. So you can just spam that, but it drains your stamina. I don't know what it's reloading exactly. Elemental discharge, and what is going on with my controller? It's disconnecting. Come on. Okay, so it looks like it's wanting you to use the axe mode more often than the sword mode, but the sword mode can actually lead to a whole bunch of elemental like discharges, leading on into a bunch of just raw damage. So it looks like you're gonna kind of have to build up your gauge with your axe, doing a lot of stuff like that. I still don't know why you would reload it exactly. Okay, let's do double slash, Heavenward Flurry. Nope. Double slash. Okay, that seems to do a lot. As well, and then you can just do this and morph into it again, do this double slash. Do that, and then okay. Okay, so we definitely got a lot of fucking knowledge off of that. The Switchaxe looks actually insanely fun. The only thing I'm not a huge fan of is that the fact that there's no guarding to it. It's just pure raw damage, and it looks like it can do a lot of it though. So would I say that this weapon is extremely beginner friendly? Probably not. I don't think so, because it's very combo heavy. You got to figure it out. There's a lot to it, because there's not just one side that you have to figure out. It's the fact that you have the axe mode, which builds up a meter. It does a reload, I think is what it said, and then you also have a sword morph, which can do the elemental discharge, and you just gotta spam Y for it, and then you can finish it that way. Or you can manually do it by, as you can tell, you can manually do it by spam it and then finishing it. And you don't have to do the explosion, but in order to get that full explosion off, you have to sit there doing the whole thing. And there's definitely some other combos in there that we missed out on, because I know you can grapple onto them in a way doing the elemental discharge. I just don't know how. But it looks like it's really wanting to force you into axe mode as long as you have that. So power prolonger would definitely help bring that up for a longer, at least, way you can use the sword. So the skill ceiling, I would definitely say that this is way the fuck up there. Do I think that it's absolutely fantastic of a weapon? I definitely think you can get some really cool stuff off, and plus just with the offset strikes and stuff like that, it's making this weapon a lot more usable from my understanding on it so far. Is it super beginner friendly? I would say no. Do I think it's going to be a very cool weapon in general to use? 1000%. And as for the scoring, it's a 3 through 15 scoring system with 3 different categories, one being versatility, then damage, and then just overall feel of the weapon. So when it comes to versatility of the weapon, I mean, it gives you a lot of different ways to deal damage, but overall it's just gonna be damage. There's not any way to change that, but it's the fact that you can either, there's a heavy combo base on axe, there's a heavy combo base on sword. So overall, I'm gonna give the versatility a 4. It's not a 5 because the only thing you can do is either sword or axe, which, I mean, it's still a difference of reach and playstyle, which that's why I'm giving the versatility a 4. When it comes to damage though, that's the real benefactor, because it looks like it can do a metric load of damage. So I'm gonna give that a 5. And just overall feel, personally for me, I'm gonna give it a 4 as well, but it's just because that this weapon is a very complex weapon and you would have to use it a lot to kind of understand how everything is going. Does that mean that it's a bad weapon? Absolutely not, by any means necessary. It's still great, don't get me wrong, but it's a very high learning curve and also trying to figure everything out as such. Would I recommend this for a beginner? Absolutely not. It's too combo heavy. Definitely play the game with a easier weapon to kind of get the gist of how everything is played out, and then you can come back to a more complicated weapon like the Switchaxe. But other than that, I think this weapon is still fantastic, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely not just for beginners. And that all being said, I really do hope y'all enjoyed. I hope this kind of clarifies what the Switchaxe can do a little bit. Again, it's not perfect. I don't claim to be professional at Switchaxe or really almost any weapons, and I hope this does help y'all out a little bit and kind of figure out exactly what y'all want to do for your primary and secondary weapons. And other than that, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, like, share, subscribe. It does help me out a lot. And again, that all being said, I hope y'all enjoy, and I'll see y'all next time, guys. Peace out.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I'll make mistakes, but mistakes make you strong.